approaching Lisk office and I would meet with Max Kordek. Max is just 26 years old. He has one of the biggest blockchain companies in the world for now. He raised millions of dollars around 2 hours ago for his company through an initial coin offering, and now we're coming to his office when Lisk is growing and is really, really big.
Hey Eddie.
Hey! Hey,
Good to see you here, man.
Good to see you too. Maybe we can go through the office and then I will ask you some really interesting, I hope, interesting questions.
Always interesting. So these are the Lightcurve offices in Berlin. We're working full-time on the Lisk project, and right now it's the mid of the day. Yeah. So here at DevOps, this is front-end development. Everyone is doing magic at Lisk.
Now it's 40 people.
Yeah.
How many people, for example, that were in Lisk like 1 year ago?
1 year ago?
Yeah.
Maybe 4? 4 or 5, something like this.
4,
not many.
From 4 to 40 in just a year.
Exactly. We have developers here working on Lisk Explorer.
Show the code, show the code.
We have Lisk Command and Lisk Elements here. We have our core team working on Lisk Core. Here's our cryptography team.
Oh, cryptography.
Finance, so better not go behind the screen. They are all so good. Trust me, I'm also not a good developer.
Yourself, you're not a developer?
I mean, I can develop a bit, but I would never say I'm a developer.
Ah, okay.
In terms of development, we have the man himself here, Oliver Beddows.
Oh, one of the co-founders, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Hello. Hello, pleasure to meet you. My name is Eddie. So you created the idea of having Lisk as a new blockchain together?
Yeah, it was beginning of 2016 where we all started this. And it was just us two, and then we got some help from the community. But then we started to hire more people. I'm just a crazy young guy. He is the super talented developer, you know? And you need both to make it happen. And it was just a great combination.
You know, I've personally found Lisk around 2 years ago. It was 2016. But I was following Lisk token offering at those days. And it was pretty successful, and I was thinking like, hey, so many blockchains are happening now. So my question is, how did you get the idea? Why actually Lisk as it is now? How did you get the idea?
Okay, so Oliver Beddows, my partner, and myself, we have worked in the industry before already in a startup. And well, it was the time where Ethereum came around and decentralized applications. This model of it itself, the mechanism itself, was being established. And there were obvious like scalability issues, like everything on one monolithic blockchain, which would mean eventually that this system is just not scalable anymore. We see it, I think Ethereum just passed a 1 terabyte size of blockchain.
But it's your main competitor for now, right?
I would not say competitor, because we then established something else. We didn't establish a smart contract platform, we established this idea of a blockchain platform. So it's more flexible, but it's also more powerful in the sense of you have really your own blockchain, but you have to take care of that aspect as well.
I mean, on every market where there is money, there are competitors, right? So if not Ethereum, who's your competitor? Waves? I don't know, maybe...
So a competitor would be someone where a developer can go to and develop his own blockchain. I think Stratus is enabling people to do that. It might be that Cardano is also working on sidechain technology, and maybe EOS, I'm not so sure here. But I don't like to talk about competitors because, well, you're the same age as me, and I think we are both just
26.
quite young, yeah, exactly. So our idea, I hope so at least, is to just try to help this industry to get mainstream or widespread adoption. So it doesn't matter for me like if there's Ethereum or Neo or Quantum or Stratus or whatever, as long as everyone brings something new to the table, everyone else can learn from, and as anyone just brings in more people.
You're talking as a real early adopter. It's a religion for you.
Yeah, exactly. Like everyone, like from 4 or 5 years ago in the space, they just wanted to see that. Yeah. And I'm still living that. My partner is still living it. Everyone here at Lisk is living that. We just want to help the space.
You entered the market like around 4 or 5 years ago, right?
Yeah.
Did you expect such a big rise of the crypto industry and the market cap in 2017?
I just knew one thing: this technology is amazing, and I knew actually a second thing: I want to help to make it flourish. And it could have been 2017, where the year of blockchain is. It could have been 2018, 2020. I didn't care. I still don't care. Because I believe in it, and I know that there will be a point where it will be adopted.
Regarding your funding round, investment or ICO as they say, tell me if I'm wrong. Those days you raised around 14,000 BTC, right? So for now it's really big money. So can you really tell what's the focus of Lisk now? And do projects like Lisk really need such big amounts of money to start over?
So like you said, we collected 14,000 Bitcoin. Back in the day it was approximately $5 to $6 million worth. Today, with the recent ending of the new pump cycle of Bitcoin, we probably hold around $170 million. And if we need it or not, then I can definitely say maybe not the more money the better, but if we have more, it's generally better than if we would have too less, you know. We will not spend it all on development, but the more money you have, the more you can spend on marketing.
What are these blockchain platforms and lots of, not actually blockchain platforms, but different ICOs and blockchain startups are doing? They are doing releases. You released the Lisk Core, right? 1.0.
Well, on the beta net, yes.
On the beta network. What's the real purpose of Lisk and all other companies of releasing this networks and making PR out of it? Because I guess for regular people, it's useless, and they're looking into real use cases. And how much money it really takes to do such a release?
So at the end of the day, every release is one step further towards the end goal. In our case, it's this SDK, this toolkit for developers to build their own sidechains. And the problem is, people got in with the idea, and they're going all the way to the end product. So they're becoming like very nervous in between, you know, and they need this constant progress. Because if there's no update at all, they just say, okay, I don't believe in it anymore. I
for
sell
community and token holders.
Yes, exactly. That's why we try to be as communicative as possible with these releases, with complete and transparent open source development on GitHub and so on and so forth.
Do you have people coming to your office? I mean, community token holders like coming like, hey guys, I'm here. Let me in.
Yeah. So
is the community huge?
Yeah. So sometimes there are some trolls on Reddit. And when they're trolls, but you see generally they're just afraid or nervous or whatever, I invite them, hey, just come to Berlin, take a look yourself. We're working here, you know, we're not at the beach and chilling and drinking a cocktail, we're working here.
Regarding harm and regarding security, you know that crypto is not regulated. Do you find it's like a big problem for well-known people in the crypto industry? You've heard about so many stuff. Have you thought about maybe hiring security guys for yourself?
Yeah, I talked with many people about this topic on another conference, or on many conferences already. And these super well-known people in the space, they already have bodyguards. There are people with up to 8 bodyguards standing around them and securing them. Because at the end, if you hold $1 billion in crypto, a bodyguard is not a cost anymore. I have thought about that. I don't want to give in, you know, but I also take it very seriously, and took at least like precautions or preparations for the money so that they will never get it, and that people can, in the case I disappear or whatever, get the money back, you know.
Finishing this topic, a question that I could not ask. Are you a crypto millionaire?
Crypto millionaire? Well, Lisk has like $180 million.
Only yourself.
Everyone knows how many Lisk I own. So from that on,
everyone. It's public info.
It's public info. If you go to our Explorer, you see it. It's I think at this point 3.3 million Lisk. That means I don't know what the price is of Lisk. but it's definitely more than $1 million.
So you're a crypto millionaire.
Yeah.
3 questions to you. What is your personal goal of success? What is the goal, the final goal of Lisk? And what is the Lisk? What can you call successful Lisk for this year?
So my personal goal, to be always able to work on what I truly want to work on. Another goal for Lisk with myself is I want to go on the street and I want to see someone opening up the Lisk wallet on the phone, for example. And I just want to see that happen.
What will you call successful goal for Lisk in this year?
For this year, I would say a further progression of our software, like tools and apps we are developing. But in general, I would say more users in the space. I would also say I would love to see some first, let's say, test runs of our SDK so that people can already organize hackathons around Lisk in order to build their own blockchains. You know, would be amazing. Yet to see if this will be the case or not. Development tends to be very unpredictable, especially in the blockchain space. And the end goal of Lisk itself would be, in my opinion, a complete open source project with this SDK in a very nice state, fully modular, a nice community around it, developing their own modules, developing Lisk forward on themselves. The foundation just oversees it, but it's not actively managing development anymore.
I will ask this question. Yeah. Do you invest in ICOs?
I did last year.
Is it
in ICOs where I know the people.
Oh.
I don't invest in ICOs where I don't know the people.
It's a very important tip.
Yeah, because the thing is, if you are an angel investor or a VC, you meet the team. You see who they are, if you can trust them.
My last question. If you see Satoshi Nakamoto, what will you ask him?
What was his real intention behind Bitcoin?
Thank you, Max.
Thank you.
Thank you.